Hi everybody, it's Becky from Palm Yoga. I really appreciate your flexibility, no pun intended, as we transition from our in-studio classes to our online classes during this kind of unprecedented coronavirus time. So what we will be doing is I will be providing 3 to 4 live online classes each week. And once I get the schedule figured out, I will post that out on our Instagram and Facebook page, as well as email all of our clients. And then all of the teachers will also be providing a class that they have taped, and that will be posted to our YouTube channel. So I will be sending out all the directions of how we're going to do all this in the next few days. So for the time being, I'm sure all of us could use a little bit of grounding and a little bit of centering. So let's get started on our practice for today. Okay? So as you can see, I don't really have any yoga props with me. I have just my yoga mat, and off to the side I just have a little sofa cushion from my outdoor seating set and a little stool that I happen to find. So you can grab whatever props you have around, anything that you could repurpose as a yoga prop, and we'll just make it work. Okay? So to start with, have a seat on your mat with your ankles crossed, and then bring your hands down behind you and just put your fingertips down on your mat. Have the elbows bent and press down into the fingertips to grow tall through your spine. And then roll your shoulders back and down, and have your sitting bones reaching down into your mat. The chest is lifted, head, neck reaching up towards the ceiling. Good. And then once you have this nice long spine, slide the hands together in front of your heart. Good. Have the thumbs rest up against your sternum, and then lift the sternum up to meet the thumbs. Good. Let's close our eyes and take 5 breaths here. Excuse me, allergies. So nice deep, full breath in. Nice long, slow exhale out. Nice deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Okay. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Okay. Last 2. Good, and then as you inhale, open your eyes and slide your hands down by your hips. And that big sun breath, so as you breathe in, reach the arms up and exhale. Arms slide down. Big breath in, arms up. And exhale. Down, good. Last one, nice deep, full breath in. Nice long, slow exhale out. And now we'll come into a twist. So nice deep, full breath in, arms go up. And exhale. Take the right hand to your left leg. Left hand comes behind you. As you press your back hand into the floor, you twist your trunk to the side. Keep this front shoulder down. And head stays up. A lot of times the head tends to drop. Keep the head lifted. Good. One more breath here. Nice deep, full breath in. Exhale, twist. And on empty, come back to center. Good. Let's do the other side. Big breath in, arms up. And exhale, we twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Front shoulder stays down. And we twist. Good. Roll this back shoulder away from the center of your chest. continue to breathe as you twist. One more, nice deep full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. And on empty, coming back to center. Good. Now let's bring our hands onto our kneecaps. And we're going to do some Sufi rolls. So take a deep breath in here at center. And as you exhale, roll around the base of your pelvis. Good. You can see my wrists are bending, my elbows, my shoulders are moving with this. Good. Take one more breath here. Good. And then coming back to center. Pitch forward. Take a deep breath in. Oh, let me turn this way so you guys can see. Pitch forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, stretching forward. Good. Lengthen the sides of your waist and relax your shoulders down. And as you inhale, up you come. Good. Let's go back to do Sufi rolls on the other side. At this point, you might want to switch the cross of your ankles. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, going the other direction. Good. Getting some movement through the hips and the lower back. Good. Take a few more circles here. Good. And then coming back to center. And now we'll once again twist, or excuse me, forward bend the other way. So pitch forward, arms extend out. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the chest. And then exhale, stretching forward. Softening the belly over your ankles. Lengthening the sides of your waist. Good. One more breath here. Nice deep full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. And then inhaling, up we come. Good. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and roll over onto our hands and knees. So from here, take the hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips, and pull your shoulders back by your hips. Take a deep breath in, belly drops, heart lifts, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest and the belly button to the spine. Good. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, arching up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then coming back to tabletop position, go ahead and have a seat back on your heels. Okay? And what we're going to do is inhale, stretch our arms straight out from our shoulders, and make sure they're not reaching out like this. Keep the shoulders in the shoulder sockets. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, stretch your arms up. Okay? So we want the upper arms in line with your ears. We want the rib cage in, so we're not doing this, and the sitting bones down on the legs. Good. One more breath here. And as you exhale, relax the arms back down. Good. Again, inhale, arms come up. I'm going to turn this way this time. And then with an inhale breath, bring them up. Look up. See that the hands are as close to shoulders width apart as possible. And keep your inner shoulders down. Good. One more breath here. Turn the palms out. Exhale, stretch out to T. Stretch your chest out into your fingertips. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Good, let's do this one more time. Inhale, arms up to T, or excuse me, up from the shoulders. And then take the arms up. Good. One more breath like this. Exhale, turn the palms out. Stretch the arms out to the fingertips. Good. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Okay, so I'm going to turn back to the side. And we're going to do a little stretch for our shoulders. So once again, inhale, take your arms up. But now you're going to bend your left hand, bringing the hand down in between the shoulder blades. And then bend at the elbow with your right arm. Catch your elbow and draw that elbow in slightly towards the midline. Good. Keep your sitting bones down and your rib cage in. Good. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Let's do the other side. So inhale, arms go up. Good. Exhale, right arm bends, left arm bends at the elbow, and we draw that elbow in towards the midline. And be gentle here, okay? You don't want to be hurting your shoulders. Good. One more breath like this. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Now from here, let's take 3 big shoulder circles. So 1, 2, and 3. Good. Okay. Now from here, let's come back to our all fours position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Keep the belly button drawn up and in towards your spine. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, stretch your right arm and your left leg in opposite directions. Good. One more breath like this. And then exhale, down you come. Good, let's do the other side. So take a deep breath in, belly button to the spine. Exhale, left arm, right leg. Good, creating length from your fingertips to the inner arch of your back foot. One more breath here. And exhaling, down we come. Good. Now open up your knees a little wider. Bring your big toes to touch. Press your hips back onto your heels. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Stretch forward. If your head doesn't come to the floor, that's fine. Just let it rest in between your upper arms. Good. One more breath here. And then inhaling, we come back up. Good. Belly button to the spine. We're going to do this one more time. So take a deep breath in. Right arm, left leg, stretch out. Now, we swim that front arm around, catch our foot, and push the foot into our hand, giving the front of our shoulders a nice stretch, as well as our quadriceps. Good. One more breath here. Exhale, stretch out, and down. Good. Let's do the other side. So deep breath in, belly to the spine. Exhale, left arm, right leg, lift up. Good. Now, swim that front arm around, catch your foot, and push that foot. Use the hand to lift the foot up. Good. One more breath like this. Work on your balance. And then exhale, stretch out, and down. Good. All right, so from here, we're going to take our hands 1 palm's distance forward. Spread your fingers, spread your thumbs, and then lean your weight over your hands. So you're pressing the whole palm and the flesh of the fingers and palms down into the floor, into your mat. Now, keeping the hands heavy, curl your toes under, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, pick your hips up, press back with your hands so that your spine is nice and long, and then work on pressing the thigh bones straight back to the wall behind you. Good. Stretch the soles of your feet. Draw the lower belly up and in towards your spine. And relax your neck. Good. One more breath here. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Good. And on empty, coming back down into a child's pose. Good. Arms extend forward. Take 3 breaths here. Good. And then as you inhale, come up. Bring your knees back to all fours. And if you had your arms extended, you should be able to keep your hands right where they were from child's pose. Lean your weight forward. Curl your toes under. Take a deep breath in. And up and back you go. Press your thigh bones back. Good. And you have a great view of your feet here. So you want your feet to be parallel to one another. Good. Reach up and back, off of your hands. Side waists are long. Lower belly is in. Good. One more breath here. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. And then on empty, bend your knees. Walk your feet up to your hands. Take a deep breath in, hands on your shins, stretch your back out towards me. Exhale. Stretch forward and down. And then big breath in, arms come all the way up. And hands to your heart. Good. I hope that felt okay for everybody. So here, let's come to the middle of our mat and stand with our feet hips width distance apart. Okay, your feet should, the inner edges of your feet should be parallel to one another. Good. Okay, and then rock your weight forward to back and find that spot where your weight drops evenly through all 4 corners of each foot. Good. And then as you ground down through your feet, lift up through from the knees. Good. Lower belly is lifted. Tailbone is long. Good. And then the side waists are lifting. Good. Think about the sternum lifting up as the front of the shoulders roll back and down. Good. Head is lifting up as you ground your feet down. Good. For some people, it helps if they roll the arms open to get that feeling of spaciousness across their chest. And then if you do that, you can then just let the hands drop in towards the body, turn in towards the body. Good. Now, with your next breath in, we're going to inhale, take the arms up, and clasp our elbows with our hands, and then use the arms to pull up on the elbows. Take your feet just a little bit farther apart, and as you exhale, we're going to forward fold. Good. Keep lifting up on the skin above your kneecaps, and let your side waist become long. Let the arms hang down from the shoulder sockets. And feel the sitting bones lift and spread. This is Uttanasana 2. And it's helping us to stretch out our back and our hamstrings. Good. One more breath here. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Good. And then as you inhale, hands come on to the back of the hips. And with an inhalation breath, up we come. Good. All right, so let's come into some balancing marks. So let's start with tree pose, okay? So you can always do this with a chair next to you or a wall, okay? I'll demonstrate how to do this free form and then how to do it with a wall. So find your Tadasana stance with your feet hips width distance apart, and then shift all of your weight over into your left leg. Lift your right leg up, turn it open from the hip. You can put the toes down at this point, and then bend the knee, grab the right leg wherever you can, and guide the sole of the foot as high as you can get it on your standing leg. And then inhale, take your arms up. Good. Stretching up. Roll the bent leg back. Good. Inner shoulders down. Very good. One more breath like this. And then as you exhale, coming down. Now, if you needed to use the wall for that, you would simply just turn so you're sideways and that your standing leg is closest to the wall. And then just do the same exact thing, except the inside arm, instead of going like this, stays on the wall for support. So let's do that on the other side, okay? So I'll demonstrate how to do that on this side. So now right leg is standing leg. Shift your weight into your right leg lifts up. We roll it open, bend the knee, catch the ankle, guide the sole of the foot onto the standing leg, and then push the hip of the standing leg into the foot and the foot into the leg. And then both legs come up, both arms come up. Sorry about that. I had someone coming outside. And the inside arm stays on the wall. Good. Now, if you use the wall just to get your balance, and you want to now take it off of the wall once you feel like you have your support, that's fine too. Good. Take one more breath here. Nice deep full breath in. And as you exhale, down you come. Good. And then shake your legs out. And now we'll come into our second hip opener, which will be Trikonasana. So I happen to just have the stool handy, but you could use anything, a pile of books, or perhaps you don't need a prop. So I'll show you the first side with the prop and the second side without. So go ahead, and whatever prop you're using, bring it to the right-hand side of your yoga mat. And then take your right leg forward towards the front edge of your mat and your left leg back, and have about 3.5 to 4 feet in between the front and back leg. The back toes turn in from the heel, and the front foot is in line with the front knee pointing towards the edge of your mat. Now inhale, stretch both arms up just like we did earlier. Exhale, stretch them to T. Take a deep breath in, lift and turn your front thigh. Stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. Front hip moves towards the back leg, and your hand will come down onto your prop or your leg. And start by taking the top hand onto the top hip, okay? We want to make sure you have equal weight from the big toe to the little toe side of the front foot. And we're drawing that bottom hip down and under to allow us to roll the entire trunk up towards the ceiling. Good. And you can tell this if you can stack your shoulders one on top of the other. And then with your next breath in, take that top arm up, turn the head to look up. Good. One more breath here. And your next breath in, you reach up and down. Good. Now let's do the other side. So just switch your feet. So now your left toes and left knee are pointing towards the left edge of your mat. Right toes turn in from the heel. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, stretch them to T. Engage your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Lift and turn your front thigh. Shift out, shift out, shift out. Front hip to back leg. Hand comes onto your leg. Top hand to top hip. Good. Now, both legs are straight. We bring the bottom hip under. So it's important that you have enough height underneath this front hand. Because if you come down to the floor and you're not ready to do that, you could see how the whole trunk drops forward and the hips shoot back. So you want to keep the chest in line with the front leg as much as possible. So turn the trunk, turn the trunk, turn the trunk, and then stretch your top arm up. Good. Turn the trunk. Look up at that top hand. Good. One more breath here. And as you inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to take this into Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon pose. Okay? So you're going to take a slightly shorter stance, same stance, just a little shorter. And I'm going to move my prop. Here you could use a yoga brick or anything that would just give you a little bit of height. And we'll start in Trikonasana. So inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, lift and turn your front thigh, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. Now we're in a short triangle stance, okay? Now take your top hand to your top hip. Bend your front knee. Reach for your prop as you hop your back foot towards your front foot, okay? Now, with your next breath, you're going to push off your back foot and straighten your standing leg as you lift your back leg up. Stack the top hip over the bottom hip, and now turn the trunk just like we did, and look up to the ceiling. Good. One more breath here. Nice deep full breath in, and as you exhale, as we always say, gracefully coming out of the pose. So let's do the other side. So we set up now towards the left edge of our yoga mat. Inhale, stretch our arms up. Exhale them to T. Take a deep breath in. Lift and turn that front thigh. And over and down we go into Trikonasana. Good. Now from here, top hand to top hip. Bend your front knee. Reach for the floor or your prop. Hop the back foot forward. And then press off of the back foot. Lifting your leg. And turning your trunk. Good. Breathe in here. Good. One more breath like this. Nice deep full breath in. And exhaling. Gracefully coming out. Very good. All right, let's do that series again. Okay? So right toes out, left toes in. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale them to T. Deep breath in. Exhale into triangles pose. Good. Top hand to top hip. Bend your front knee. Reach for your prop. As you bring that back foot forward, we push off the back foot and up we come. Engage the belly. Reach through the back foot. Bottom hip pulls under, top hip lifts. One more breath here. And exhaling, down we come. Good. Other side. So left toes out. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale them to T. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Over we go, Trikonasana. Good. Now top hand to top hip. Bend your front knee. Hop the back foot forward. Reach for your prop or your mat. And lift your back leg up. Whoop. Good. Breathe in here. Stretching through that back leg. Very good. One more breath like this. And exhaling. Down we come. Very good. All right. So from here, you can go ahead and move this prop off to the side. And we're going to take Virabhadrasana 2. Okay? So go ahead and take your feet nice and wide. Okay? A good 4 to 4.5 feet apart, depending on how tall you are. And then hands on the back of the hips. Pivot on the ball of the front foot to turn the foot out. Right foot out, left toes in. Heel to arch alignment. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to bend into your front knee, sitting down into this front hip as you stretch your arms out to T position. Turn your head to look over the front fingertips, but reach through your back fingertips. Good. One more breath here. And then inhale, we come up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Let's switch our feet. Check that we still have heel to arch alignment. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, sit down into this front leg, front hip, as we stretch our arms to T position. Take a look back. A lot of times this back arm tends to drop. Good. But look over your front fingertips and stretch the pinky toe edge of that back foot down. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, we come up. And exhale, release. Good. This might be a good opportunity to get a drink. Even though it's not that hot today, it's very humid. So I am going to get a drink. All right, so now we're going to add on to that. So let's go ahead, right toes out, left toes in. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. Now, from here, you're going to either take your elbow onto your front thigh or bring your hand down towards the floor, or you could also grab the back of your ankle and then take this top arm up and over. The trick is you want to keep your chest open. You don't want to start to drop. And that's about keeping that bottom hip under you. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, we come up, and exhale, release. Good. Let's do the other side. So switching our feet, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale into T. And then we come down into Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. You want to get a 90-degree angle as much as possible through that front leg and extend the side waist. Good. One more breath here. Reach through the pinky finger of this top arm. And then inhale, we come up. And exhale, release. Good job. All right, so from here, we're going to come into some cooling forward bends. So my feet are still nice and wide, and my toes are now on the same plane. My hands are going to come to the back of my hips, and I pull the top of my shoulders down, squeezing my elbows in. Engage your thighs. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lead chest first as you come down halfway. So have your fingertips slightly forward of your shoulders and roll your hips forward so that you feel the weight is evenly distributed through the front and the back of the foot. Good. Now you have an arch in your spine here, looking forward, lengthening the trunk. Good. Take one more breath here. Make sure you're lifting the skin above your kneecaps. And then you either stay here, or if you're able, forward fold. Good. Elbows bend. As we press into the hands, it helps to pull the trunk down, lengthening the neck and keeping the shoulders lifted. Good. Let's take 3 breaths here. Very good. And then as you inhale, bring your hands back to under the shoulders this time. And then take your right hand under your face, and your hips will shift to the left as you stretch that left arm up. Good. Coming into a twist. One more breath here. exhale, we switch our hands. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, we come up on the other side. Good, twisting here. One more breath like this. And exhale, down we come. Good. Now from here, we're going to toe heel our feet towards one another until we can turn easily on our mat and come into downward facing dog pose. Good. Extending the spine. Inner thighs pull back. Thigh bones press to the back wall. Good. Stretching the soles of our feet. Good. One more breath here. Take a nice deep full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. And then when you're ready, slowly coming down. Knees come onto your mat. And this time, as we come into child's pose, you can stack your hands one on top of the other, bringing your forehead down onto your hands. Make sure your upper back is spreading. And then as you inhale, coming all the way up. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to come into a little bit of cool down. So let's start first with doing, since we've done a good bit of balancing work today, let's continue that here on our mat. Okay, so we'll come into Navasana and then some variations from there. So sit in the middle of your mat. Make sure there are no props behind you, so in case you roll backwards, you won't hurt your head. And let's start by having the knees bent, feet hips width distance apart, and then hold on to your shins. And then begin to lean back, lift the balls of the feet up, and continue leaning back. Your heels will drag towards you until they naturally just come off of your mat. So this would be stage one here. Okay, if you have weak abdominal muscles or an issue where your low back needs a lot of support, then this is the variation that I would do. Okay, the next variation would be to bring the feet as high as your knees, but notice my shoulders are soft, they're not up here like this. Okay, and then the next variation would be to let go of the legs, which this makes a big difference. And then finally, to extend the legs out. Good. So we'll hold for 5 more breaths here. Got 2 more. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, bring them close to the body. Wrap the knees up with your arms and drop your chin to your chest. Make sure the shoulders are down and away from your ears. Good, and then lift the head up. Good, now we're going to do a variation there. So go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together and take your first 2 fingers on each hand and wrap them around your big toes. Okay? So I'm going to turn just slightly this way. Okay? Now, you're going to lean back and you're going to have your feet off of the floor. Now, if that's hard for you, you can keep one heel on the floor and stretch the other leg out. And say if your leg won't fully extend, you just take it out as far as you can. Okay? So that would be the variation if balancing or that's challenging for you. Otherwise, you can have your feet off of the floor, so you're balancing, and one by one, you stretch your legs. Right side, and then left side. Still balancing the whole time. So this is helping to strengthen your abdominal muscles, and at the same time, give a nice stretch to your hamstrings after all that. Good. Let's take one more to each side. Deep breath in, exhale, deep breath in, exhale, last one. Good. And then coming down. And now cross the feet opposite the way you had them last time. Wrap your legs up with your arms and drop your chin to your chest. Shoulders stay down. Good. And then as you inhale, bringing the head back up. Good. Now, from here, let's go ahead and we're going to do a little bit of back bending. So go ahead. A little trick when you're practicing at home and you don't have a teacher necessarily watching you is to stay upright while you're setting up for Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. So align your big toes, feet hips width distance apart at the front edge of your mat. And then draw your hips pretty close to your heels and then come down slowly onto your back. Okay? If you have a clip or a ponytail in, make sure you take it out so that the back of your head can be flat on the floor. And now take arms down by your side, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, flatten your lower back out onto your mat, press into your feet, and for the duration of your inhale, lift up, and then as you exhale, roll back down. Good, we're going to do 4 more like that. Take a deep breath in, flatten out the lower back, exhale. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I messed up. So take a deep breath in, exhale, flatten out the lower back. Good, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lift up. Good, and then inhale as you come down. Good, exhale, up you come. Inhale, down. Good, 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Now as you do these, you want to really press down into your feet and keep your knees in line with your hips. Good, last one. Good. Now we're going to hold, okay? So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, flatten out the lower back and then up you come. Good. Now tuck the right shoulder and upper arm under. Tuck the left shoulder and upper arm under. And feel how the shoulder blades curl into your upper back. Now, as you take a deep breath in and then exhale, really press into your feet to feel how the chest lifts towards your chin. Good. Feet are flat. Good. One more breath here. And exhaling. Down we come. Good. Now bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your hands rest on your belly. And take 3 nice deep full breaths here. Good. And then as you inhale, up you come. Good. So let's take bridge pose one more time. So feet, you can feel with your toes where the edge of your mat is. Okay. Hands down by your side. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, up you come. Curl the right shoulder and upper arm, left shoulder and upper arm under you. And then push down into your feet. And feel how your upper back lifts towards your chin. Good. Keep the knees in. Sometimes they want to roll out. If that's a very strong feeling for you, you need to take your feet slightly wider apart. Good. One more breath here. And then exhaling. Down we come. Good. And then scooch back on your mat. Good. And extend your legs out. Good. Now, from here, go ahead and hug your right knee up and in over your belly. Let the left leg stretch out on your mat. And just let the weight of the hands on the shin draw the leg close to the body. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Relax your ankle. Soften your throat. Good. And then take your left hand onto the outside edge of this right knee and just roll over onto the left hip. Good. Just coming into a little bit of a twist. And of course, if this doesn't feel good for your back, if the pressure of the hand is too much, it feels like it's pulling on your lower back or sacrum too much, just don't put the hand on the leg. You could just stretch the leg out if that works. Good. One more breath here. And then on empty, coming back to center. Good. Let's do the other side. So bring everything back to the midline. And now the left leg comes in. Right leg stretches out. Relax the ankle. Let the weight of the arms draw the knee close to the chest. Good. And then when you're ready, take the right hand onto your left knee and come into a little bit of a twist. Good. Breathe in here. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back to center. Good. And now let's go ahead and hug both knees up and in over our belly. And then squeeze our head up. Good. And then gently release down. Good. And then from here, go ahead and just rest on your back for a moment or two. Keep your knees bent. And feel how your body is feeling from your practice today. See if there are any additional stretches or movements that you need to make. And then if not, just without picking the foot up, just gently slide the right leg out. Gently slide the left leg out. Let the legs just roll open. Arms rest comfortably halfway between the hip and the shoulder. And we relax and breathe here. So close your eyes and relax in your Shavasana. And I'm going to leave you here. So it was wonderful practicing with you today. I miss you, and I look forward to practicing with you in the studio soon. So be well, and I'll look forward to practicing with you again soon. Namaste.